Hello everyone, and welcome to Pirates Digital Media pregame show. We're coming to you just before tip-off of today's women's basketball matchup between the number 10 North Central Missouri College Pirates and the number 3 Kirkwood College Community Eagles from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's the opening game for the 2025-26 women's basketball season, and both nationally ranked teams are ready to make an early statement. I'm Sierra Stigger of Pirates Digital Media, and over the next few minutes, we'll look at both teams, spotlight key players, and hear from both head coaches as they get ready to launch a brand new season. The Kirkwood Eagles returned to Trenton as one of the top programs in the nation. Last season, they finished 4th nationally last year with a record of 33-2, once again proving why Coach Kim Moll's teams are perennial contenders at the national level. Top returners this year include Olivia Wren, a dynamic scorer with great range, and Kennedy Blakely, who provides both leadership and size in the paint. These two look to anchor another powerhouse season for the Eagles. Kirkwood and NCMC were scheduled to play last year, but that game was canceled due to weather, so tonight marks their first meeting since the 2023-24 season. To get the latest on the Eagles, Rick Cole talked with longtime Kirkwood head coach Kim Moll.
You've got a young team this year. What are your objectives for this first game?
We're just trying to get consistent daily and get better. I think we have some nice talented kids, but they're still young and still figuring out the college way. So hopefully they'll mature each game and we get better as the year progresses. Talented kids, but talented kids don't always win games.
Right. You've got two coming back from last year, Olivia Wren and Kennedy Blakely. What are you expecting out of them?
I just want them to play and have a little fun because I think sometimes they try to do too much right now with so many young freshmen. And if they just play, you've heard the everybody says play within yourself, but that's kind of hopefully they do that and don't try to do too much. So when they do too much, then they tend to mess up a lot. So, and they've done that preseason. They've gotten better as we progress down this road. But early on, they were just trying to do too much, and it's better when they just play and let coaches coach and let the other kids kind of fumble along for a while.
You and Joe McKinstry have had a relationship. I know he talks very highly of you. Where did that all start? And we don't know Joe any better than you do, probably. Give us a scouting report. Well,
the thing with Joe, he was at William Penn, and I'm a William Penn graduate. So I do believe, I don't think I'm wrong. I think he was on the men's side with, and when they were having a lot of success, played up there, and then he surfaced at UMK or Kansas City, Kansas, and I got to know him that way. And, he won a couple national championships, and I got to know him through that a little bit. And then, he got out of it and went to Johnson High School in Johnson County and William Penn again. So the William Penn thing seems to be the common denominator. And, he's done a good job wherever he's been. It's a matter, it gives him a little time, and he usually does pretty well if he's got some support, just like anybody else, just like us, or get some support with your administration, the teams become a little bit more successful.
Right. Okay, so now the question is, were you a better point guard at William Penn or are you a better coach? Because he talks about your records at William Penn.
Oh, Jesus. Listen to him. He's telling lies already. I think I'm probably a better coach than I was a point guard. If that's the best I can do. I'd like to say I was a better point guard than a coach, right, but I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, but you're a little older now, so probably you're not as good as you used to be. I handle the ball, right?
I just have to be out there and try to shoot it. To shoot it.
Exactly. Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
Well, we look forward to being there. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 a.m? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Now let's turn to the home team, the North Central Missouri College Pirates, ranked number 10 nationally heading into this season. Last year, NCMC went 24-9, winning the district title before finishing 1-2 at national tournament. This year marks a new era under head coach Joe McKinstry, who won 2 national titles at Kansas City, Kansas. Joining him on the bench is Ariel Houston, now stepping into the role of assistant coach after being a volunteer coach for several years. Top returners for MCMC include a 6'1" sophomore, Taylor Morrison, who provides strength and experience inside for the Pirates. Rick Cole spoke earlier with Coach Joe McKinstry about what Pirate fans can expect in this new season. After that, we'll head courtside to the Ketchum Community Center for the national anthem and introductions for tonight's starting lineups as the Pirates and Eagles open for the 2025-26 season. For Pirates Digital Media, I'm Sierra Stigger. Thanks for joining us and enjoy the game.
Joe McKinstry joins us here pregame before taking on Kirkwood. What a way to start the season against the team that's preseason number 3. What are your thoughts going in?
I mean, I know them well. I know Coach Mule very well. Obviously a legend at our level and a Hall of Famer, just between wins and national championships and everything else. But I actually knew of Kim Mule way before that. Mm-hmm. He was a former point guard at William Penn University, where I was a point guard at. So I always knew his name because he was the all-time assist leader when I was a player.
Oh, is that right?
So I was knew of him well. So, but honestly, he's been great to me since I got into coaching on the women's side and specifically at junior college. And obviously his program's fantastic. So, we know that they are bringing in a lot of new faces, but, we know with them, they're not rebuilding anything. They're just reloading. So, we've certainly got our hands full, but it's exciting. And, the only way to find out about yourself is to play against the teams that are going to be there at the end of the year, and they're certainly one of those teams.
Kim's been around for, 37 years now, so will he be the same systematically as he's been?
So I've spoken to a couple coaches just as we get into this, and, some people are starting off with a little lesser competition to start their seasons, but one coach said, well, I could send you some game film from 2001. It's probably going to be really similar. I don't know that it's that similar. He certainly has figured out a way to stay in it and stay one of the top teams in the country, one of the top programs in the country, and best ever probably at this level. So they're going to do a lot of things that they do that I've seen in the past. And my past job, we scrimmaged them each of the past 2 years, so I got to see them early on, and so they're going to be a handful.
Right. So the other question, the other side of the coin is, you're new too. You're new at North Central. How do you prepare for this brand new group? You've been with them for a while now, obviously, but new to you as well as they are. How do you go into a first game?
You would like to have a couple games to maybe kind of focus on yourself and the things that you want out of your team, and whether it's execution or defensively or whatnot. But the truth of the matter is we're not in that situation right now, and so we need to focus on both. We need to focus on ourselves and do the things that we work on every day, and hopefully do those very well on Saturday. But we also need to make sure that we're cognizant of where Kirkwood can hurt us. We're going to be watching a little bit of film that we've got on them from the past, and I'm familiar with a few of their players on their roster and things like that. So we're definitely going to try and do some things that may actually get away from some of the practice stuff that we've been doing, just from a game plan standpoint, and try and make things tough around Kirkwood. But it's still very early. Win or lose on Saturday, our goals are not any different. They're still very much in our reach, and we're still going to be striving for that. And so for us, it's a good test and a good measurement, and hopefully by Saturday evening we know where we're at and what we need to be doing a little bit better.
Without giving anything away, but can you kind of generally paint us a picture of what you want to do on offense, what you want to do on defense?
Yeah. So defensively, we want to be aggressive. We want to be, I tell the girls all the time, we want to be in charge. We want the other team to have to react to what we're doing to them. We don't want to have to react to what they're doing to us. We don't want their whatever it is, ball movement or their pressure or whatever they're doing, trying to drive on us, whatever. We don't want them to have to make us make adjustments. We want to be the ones be in charge. So we're very much heavy ball pressure and denial in the passing lanes and things like that. We're trying to force teams into making decisions and trying to make execution of their offense earlier than what they want. we want us to be a little bit more comfortable than them. So, and then offensively, you know, same kind of mindset. We talk a lot about when we're in charge and us putting pressure on them, but, you know, we're going to do a lot of different things. We've got opportunities within our offense to be able to utilize our guard play and our quickness and our shooting. And we certainly have the opportunity to be able to get the ball inside around the basket and try and make some plays there as well. So, you know, that was something I was happy with our scrimmage with Missouri Valley, and we had very, very balanced scoring. A lot of people sharing the basketball, a lot of people taking shots and making plays. And, you know, that's something that I want. I want our team to share the ball and play the right way. I also think that helps with, you know, scouting and other teams trying to prepare for us, because, you know, you can't just focus on one or two people on our roster to take the heavy load. And, you know, hopefully we can continue to build and stack on that and make that more difficult as the year goes on.
With the new U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you can earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase.
You're trying to elude me, Mr. Falcon, but I will find you.
You're really going all out, huh?
Shh. Getting cash back on all of this.
I'm coming over.
No matter what you buy, earn more smartly with the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card.
Welcome to the Ketchum Community Center in Trenton, Missouri for the opening of the women's basketball season for both North Central Missouri College and for Kirkwood Community College from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Hi, everybody. I'm Rick Cole. Both teams, no record, their first starts of the year. And if you believe in such things as preseason ratings, this is number 3, Kirkwood, against number 10, North Central. With us today as our color operator is Ethan Shoup. I don't know, the coaches say not to take too much out of it. How do you feel about this preseason stuff?
I mean, I think it's as hype as it can get. Two historic programs with 2 successful coaches. It should be fun, should be energetic, and I'm ready to do this game with you, Rick.
Kim Newell is the 37th year head coach at Kirkwood Community College. And he brings his team in here. They've got 2 returning players. Both will start today. And the Pirates have 4 returning players from last year's team, coached by Jenny Croy. And they will be starting today as well. As per normal, our PA announcer is the legendary Philip Wilson. We'll go down to him in just a second. Our director on our production today is Adam Snyder. And let's go down to the floor to Phil.
First, let's meet the starters for the number 3 Lady Eagles. At guard, 5'8" sophomore, number 0, Olivia Wren. At guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 1, Kennedy Blakely. At guard, 5'6" sophomore, number 22, Aaliyah Riley. At forward, 5'11" freshman, number 24, Ariana Meister. And at forward, a 6'3" freshman, number 40, Daisha Foster. Head coach of the Lady Eagles is Kim Newell. He's assisted by Jen Princeton and Brittany West. Now everyone on your feet for the
of our crew here from Pirates Digital Media, all students. Aiden Snyder, as we said, is our director, with Nick Stewart on replays and graphics. Alvaro Algueria is the first camera person. Jose Calcano is a camera person, along with Riley Everett down on the floor. And our fan cam belongs to Sierra Stigger today. Our color commentator is Ethan Shoup, and I am Rick Cole for Pirates Digital Media. Well, here we go, and it's going to be an interesting year, I think. It's certainly going to be something a little bit different, Ethan, with the new head coach taking over here, Joe McKinstry.
Yeah, I think Joe McKinstry will do a good job this year for North Central. He's a successful coach at William Penn and Kansas City Community College. So,
yeah, when you talk about him, you start out with the 2 national championships at KCK. This is Kirkwood down to the baseline. A look there and back outside. Number 40 is Deja Foster. She's a 6'3" freshman. And right away we have a foul. It'll be called on North Central's Liz Oliver, who is a freshman. Again down low, Foster. Guarding her is really the biggest post player we have in Morrison. And now another foul, and this one's going to be on Kirkwood, and they will send the ball back the other way. Dan Beating, Derek Knapp, and Jolene Haywood are the referees today, and Kirkwood comes out in his own press. Honor Mannings swings it over to Oliver. Bean will throw it away, and the Pirates, bothered by the press, they give it right back to Kirkwood.
I want to see how fast they can adjust to that press. A lot of pressure from Kirkwood, who finished 4th in the national tournament last year.
So the Pirates go back on defense. Kennedy Blakely hands it off on top, and then a whistle is going toward the basket was Aaliyah Riley. Riley's a 5'9" freshman from Holstein, Iowa. So another foul on the Pirates, and this one is going to be charged to whom? I believe it is going to be, 21, Liz Oliver, it looks like. And Kirkwood goes right back to work with a reset shot clock. Mid-range for Wren. Wren averaged almost 6 points and over 2 rebounds a game last year, appearing in 34 games and starting 34, and she starts again here as a sophomore. Morrison up top for the Pirates. Drive is by Oliver, and Oliver puts the Pirates on the board. Kirkwood right down the floor very quickly. Wren, the sophomore guard. And they'll work it over again to the right side. Riley gives inside, and then a wide open pass to a wide open shooter, Kennedy Blakely. She is from Hammond, Indiana. Last year averaged 3.3 points a game, and Kirkwood goes right into that pressure again. Tied at 2 here in the early moments. That's a steal by Wren, and 2 more points for Kirkwood, and they jump out by 2 here early.
And 2 quick turnovers for the Pirates facing this press. See how they can adjust.
You can do a lot of practicing, but not against a real live opponent's press in the preseason, and another turnover. And it looks like Joe's going to take a timeout right here. You take a look at the replay, and we get ready to go to a commercial break here as the Pirates are down by 2 to Kirkwood.
The main thing with tutoring is start as early as possible. Let me tell you, most students don't even know they need our tutoring until the 4th week after they failed the first test. Hopefully that's not you, but that's kind of what we see. If you're one of those people that get ahead of the game, all the better. Come see the people in the tutoring center and get the help you need as soon as possible. I'm here Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30, and those are the walk-in hours for the tutoring center. Please contact me with anything you need.
There was no timeout taken, and after the dead ball, Ariana Moster hit a shot for Kirkwood, and now they come right back and they hit another shot here to take an 8-2 lead. And I think it was Mosher that got that last shot too. So Kirkwood, so far so good for them. Meanwhile, the Pirates are having trouble, Ethan, getting the ball across half court.
Yeah, they were really struggling with this pressure from Kirkwood. Can't seem to get a pass over half court. Let's see how they can get settled in here.
Oliver wants to keep the motion going, and it's Morrison. Bean in the corner. Drive by Ashelman, and there's a foul on Kirkwood. Now, as we get started in this season, I'm just warning you, it takes me about a half to warm up to get back to where we were, when we were in peak physical condition at the end of last year's season. We're not there yet. But as always, we urge you to keep track of the mistakes I make, as I tend to be in the running for the national leader in mistakes made in the game every year, it seems like. Second one coming for the Pirates. They scored the first baskets, but it's been Kirkwood since then. And 1 out of 2 for Ashelman, who is from Lancaster, Missouri, and went to Schuyler High School. Wren for the Eagles, and there's an offensive foul on Wren. So she picks up a foul here with 6:50 left in the first quarter. And that's really the first defensive break the Pirates have been able to push, been able to force.
Yeah, most of the points of Kirkwood coming off turnovers because of their press.
Daddy Hankey on the outside gives it up into the corner. The drive by Bean, and the score underneath by Morrison. So Morrison scores on a nice pass by Bean. The two sophomores combine. Now a 3 by Wren. So our first 3-pointer goes to Kirkwood, and they lead it by 6. Ashelman in the corner, wild pass, but being able to get there and then finally control it. 6 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Ashelman, and the offside rebound, Bean, across to Morrison. So a couple assists for Bean and 4 points for Morrison here in the early going, and the Pirates have pulled within 4. And that looks like it'll go to North Central. That won't go, and the defensive rebound to Wren. And from the outside, it's a 3. And the turnover will give the ball right back to Kirkwood.
And North Central looks a little flustered with this press. Haven't got many offensive looks besides Keely Bean finding Morrison a couple times, but this pressure from Kirkwood has led to many offensive opportunities for them, with a lot of points coming off turnovers.
And right back, Kirkwood shooting well here to begin. And Wren with another bucket.
And nice job by Oliver there, breaking the press and getting to the line.
And a media timeout is coming up here in just a moment. So the foul is going to be against Crum as Casey Crum into the game. It's a foul called on her, and it's time for our first media break. We'll be back in a moment.
Before you open your eyes, at Smithfield, we're busy slow smoking. Before you sizzle, we hand select and hand trim. Before you were born, we gave birth to flavor, which you'll find in every bite of our naturally delicious hickory smoked bacon. Flavor hails from Smithfield.
Pirate basketball with the home team down by 9 here, midway through this first quarter. The first game for Joe McKinstry as the head coach of the Pirates. Kim Newell has been around the block a little bit, 37 years, and both coaching in Iowa at least at one point. McKinstry and William Penn, they know each other quite well and have a very nice mutual relationship. Pirates will send Liz Oliver to the line. 5'10" and a freshman. Last year, the Pirates at the free throw line shot 65%, which I think is about average for a college team at this level. And 2 for 2 for Oliver. Kirkwood right back. And underneath the big block. And here come the Pirates after the block by Ashelman. Oliver driving. Morrison. 19 to shoot. Block shot by Madison Stonewater. Still the Pirates have a chance. And another block, but a foul as Casey Crum picks it up.
That was a nice job by Stonewater defensively with staying with the ball, even though she got the foul called on her, not making it easy for the Pirates.
So Bean to the line. Or excuse me, that is Addie Hankey to the line. 7-point game. Addie is from Princeton, Missouri. And 2 for 2 for her. Addie's going to be, I think, a real fine addition to this team. She's certainly highly decorated as a high school player. She had committed to North Central, if I remember correctly, before Jenny Croy announced her departure, and yet she decided to stay and play for Coach Joe. And the Pirates are pretty glad about that.
And she had a nice showing in the scrimmage last Wednesday. Had a couple three-pointers and really got the Pirates going offensively.
Molly rolling, gives it up. Nowhere to go for Riley. And then the three as the shot clock runs out. That's rolling again, a freshman from Cascade, Iowa. Pirates push it. Naya Ivory with the basketball, another newcomer for the Pirates. Hankey handing it off. Ivory. Oliver shot, no, and here comes Kirkwood. Olivia Wren. Three-point opportunity passed on by Stonewater, and now Kirkwood goes to work with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. For a team that likes to run, they're awful patient right here. Now under 10 seconds to shoot. That one knocked away, but right back into the hands of Rolling. And now tied up, and reaching in to tie it up was Amari Ogleton.
And Ashelman has had her hands everywhere on defense tonight so far with a block and getting her hands in there to deny the pass in the post and forcing a jump ball.
Sydney last year played in 17 games. As a freshman, she's 5'7" from, as we mentioned, Schuyler High School. Her mom and dad, or dad and mom, are Witz and Marta. And going to the line is Ashelman with 1 point. Decent-sized crowd here. Isn't today the first day of deer hunting season in Missouri?
I couldn't tell you, Rick. I'm not a big hunter, but...
Not either. I don't mind people that hunt. It's just not something I do.
I know bow season was before, but I think it might be rifle season.
Saw a lot of folks out in the fields today early on, and the deer are running. They are. So 2 for 2 for Ashelman, 3 points for her now. She averaged a point a game last year. And at free throw line, she was 12 of 16, so she is a good free throw shooter, and she hasn't lost that at all. Pirates at half court stretch the defense. Crossover by Bray Jatori. Down low, Wren trying to feed it off, forcing it up, won't go. And who's that off? It's going to be off Kirkwood again. So it's 16-12. The Pirates down by 4, but with possession. And now this press has turned into more of a man press with a little bit of a zone front, it looks like. Or else they're just matching up on the back end, but either way, it's been effective. In for the Eagles is Claire Hudson. She's a freshman from Mexico, Missouri. Pirates have Delaney Richards out there from Lone Jack and new into the game. Ivory handling the ball. Richards on the outside, down low, good little crossover step, but it won't go for Lexi Burns. And the Pirates hustle back on defense as Kirkwood pushes it again. Jay Torrey, diagonal pass and left open on the weak side. That's Madison Stillwater who hits a 3. Knocked away. Ogleton was there. 15 to shoot for the Pirates. And a long one coming for Peyton Johnson from Raymore, Missouri. And Kirkwood comes back the other way. Wren handing off to Torrey. Another 3, and a rebound tracked down by the freshman Burns.
And Kirkwood keeps getting those open looks on the catch and shoot, and the Pirates need to make a defensive adjustment because Kirkwood has hit a couple of those that has made this lead big.
Yeah, a couple of diagonal passes have hurt North Central, not necessarily on the scoreboard like last possession, but still. Johnson. Ivory, and now a dribble down the sideline by Addie Hankey, and she'll turn it over. So under a minute left in the first quarter, the home opener for North Central, opening game for both teams. Raja Torrey. That high post is rolling. Number 3 is Hudson. And nowhere to go for Torrey. Rolling underneath, ran into a bunch of gray jerseys. 8 seconds left to shoot. Torrey knocks it down. Raja Torrey with a 3-pointer. Her first points from Apple Valley, Minnesota.
And that is another open look behind the arc, Rick.
Hankey giving it off in the corner with 13 seconds left. Hankey again underneath, knocked away from Burns, and enough time for Kirkwood, but they're going to have to hurry. 4 seconds. And forcing it just wide is Claire Hudson as the quarter runs out. So it was up and down for the most part, and Kirkwood has the lead.
St. Luke's knows time is precious. That's why we save more patients from heart attacks and deliver the fastest stroke care in the region and bring more cancer experts to more communities so you have more time to enjoy what's most important, life. St. Luke's.
Pirates against Kirkwood is live, not only online, but on YouTube under Pirates Digital Media Live. We're also simulcasting on Facebook at Pirates Digital Media, and see highlights and features on Instagram and TikTok, both under Pirates Digital Media. At halftime tonight, or today, the Dance Wave will perform, and we'll visit with the young lady from Lathrop, Missouri. Keely Bean will be our guest coming up at halftime at the break. So Kirkwood by 10 here. Pirates started out with a 2-0 lead, which was sweet enough, but Kirkwood soon took over with that big full-court pressure.
And Kirkwood has gotten open looks, and they hit their open looks. North Central has struggled to get open looks. They've had some success in the post, which I think they need to continue to look for that, but Kirkwood has also done a nice job denying those entries.
So we start the second quarter. with a conference. I don't know, maybe they forgot to switch the arrow. I'm not sure. And now they're going to say it's Kirkwood basketball. You know, it is, and we see this every season, every sport. It is the opening game in a lot of ways for folks connected here. We had the scrimmage here against Missouri Valley the other night, but it was really, truly a scrimmage. Very short half times. Didn't do any intros or anything. It was just get out and play, basically. So this is the real thing, and there's a turnover by the Eagles.
I like to see how North Central handles this press early to start the second quarter.
At this point, 6 turnovers for North Central, and that would be the first one according to the stat sheet for Kirkwood. 26 left to shoot. Pirates will be in action on Monday night. It'll be another JV game for the Pirate women. They'll be playing Graceland. And we'll have a short pregame show, but no commentary on Monday night. It's going to be another training game for some of our staff. And as we'll talk about next week, on Monday at least, we have a staff of 24 now. So we're taking some time to get them all trained up and get them on the air, so to speak. And we'll do another little orientation for the second half of the group coming up on Monday night.
Well, everybody wants to work for you, Rick.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Hankey giving to Morrison, stripped away. The good hands from Ogleton, and she will go in opposed by Oliver, and the foul will be on Oliver.
I think they got to travel there.
Oh, did they? Okay, so they went the other way with it. So Oliver goes from being kind of a goat to a hero, and she forces the travel instead of committing the foul. Against the press, the Pirates handle it a little bit better. Hankey now double teamed, and a foul is going to be on Kirkwood. So the first foul of the quarter on the Eagles.
And when you play press, I mean, you got to know you're going to get a lot of fouls, which Kirkwood had over 5 last quarter.
Here in the early going, Kirkwood shooting 53%, the Pirates 38%. Morrison goes left and can't get it to go in, and she's fighting among all 5 Eagles and can't come away with the basketball. Torrey, nice head and shoulders fake, and the foul will be the result, sending to the line Molly Rolling. So well done by Rolling, who made that head fake and then drove inside. And Ivory got called for the foul. Team fouls even at 1 apiece here in the early going second quarter. Last year, Kirkwood shot free throws at 69%. And we only really mention that because, especially with a long-term coach, this thing's time to kind of be the same year after year. And Oliver, nice drive as she started high and rolled down low with the basketball. 6 for her. 3 is Claire Hudson. Turning and looking as Rolling, and then outside. Following her shot, but not getting there. Stillwater, and the Pirates run. Here's Hankey, a little contact. Shot too hard, and good inside position by Rolling. Now the pass is a gorgeous one to Stillwater, and underneath she can't hit it. It was actually Hudson that took the shot. Oliver outside. 33 is Peyton Johnson. Morrison, the big post, comes out. 12 to shoot. Morrison double teamed. Trying to force it up. No call there. Block shot, and then the ball that came back to Morrison thrown away, trying to find Hankey, and the Pirates having trouble against that Kirkwood defense once again.
And North Central trying to get in the post. They did the last possession as well, but they had 2 people on Morrison both times, and it's making it life difficult for her right now.
6-3 post. Deja Foster is in now. Morrison checks out, And coming into her spot in the post is Lexi Burns, a 6-footer. That's knocked away. Bean trying to grab it and does. And there's going to be a foul called before any of that happened, and it looks like it'll be on Ariana Moster. So Moster will come out, and back or in for the first time, I believe, is Olivia Bailey. She's a 6-foot freshman. Like you said, when they walked into the gym, Kirkwood's big. They get off the bus, and they're impressive.
They sure are. And when you said that they only had 2 returners, I can believe it the way they're playing right now.
Ashelman hits the shot, and then right back with the 3 is Claire Hudson. Hudson's a freshman, and she knocks down her first collegiate points. And the Pirates down by 11, having trouble in the backcourt. Oliver's going to have to hurry and finally gets it across. Ashelman inside and won't go, although it hung there forever. Lexi Burns will go to the free throw line.
North Central's had some success when Bean has been distributing. If she gets some open space, she can find open people. That's how they had some success with her 2 assists to Morrison early on.
Right. Lexi Burns from Richland, Missouri, is a business major at North Central. 3 times in basketball for the Richland Spartans. She was all conference, 2 times all district. And a pair of free throws here for her first points. 7 minutes just under to go here in the first half. Dance wave coming up at halftime. Hudson inside, left it short. Wrestling for it is Ashelman, and she'll come the other way for the Pirates. Pirates number 10 in the nation in the preseason. Kirkwood number 3, and a turnover by North Central. Wren, the sophomore guard, finding Hudson. And that's way off the mark, and we'll go back to North Central. Pirates shooting 41%, nearly 42%, and Kirkwood is 10 of 21 now. That's 48%. 5 3-pointers for the Eagles, none for the Pirates. Hankey, nice set of passes, doesn't come to anything as Burns has to pick it up on the floor. And Hankey squaring, firing, and that hit the support above, and we'll go to Kirkwood.
And finally, an open look for the Pirates. If they can continue to find those, they'll start falling for them, I believe.
Pirates will go back and play in half courts. Our crew today here, Aiden Snyder is the director, Nick Stewart on the replays, Alvaro Alegria, Jose Calcano, Riley Everett, and Sierra Stigger on cameras, all North Central students. Wren sliding to her knees. Fake by Bailey, and then the pull-up. Right back to her like on a string. Deja Foster. Good pass inside by the big post. And the Pirates collapsed on the baseline, leaving the outside free, but the shot off by Blakely, and then the follow up and in. Deja Foster is from Oskaloosa, Iowa. And she hits the bucket. I imagine that's her first college point. Won't go for Oliver, and the Pirates playing a little bit out of control here in the offensive end. No for Torrey, and knocked out of bounds by North Central. Not quite to the media timeout yet. Morrison comes back in for the Pirates, and Riley is back in for Kirkwood. We've talked about Kim Mule, who's a 37th year head coach. Jen Franciscan and Brittany West are the 2 assistants. And we have a foul outside. It'll be on the Pirates. And that will be foul number 2 on North Central. Back in is Rolling for the Eagles in place of Olivia Bailey. Non-shooting foul. Wren to throw it in bounds.
We talked about North Central playing a little out of control. A big storyline. They have 9 turnovers versus Kirkwood's 2.
Yeah, that is a big story. And those aren't really a whole lot of sloppy turnovers. Kirkwood has forced a lot. Olivia Wren giving it off. Beating the clock. Off the back of the rim, no good by Riley, an inadvertent buzzer, and we play on. 4:52 to play in the second quarter. Won't go for Oliver. Kirkwood wants to run. Blakely to Wren. Cutter inside is Foster. And stolen. Hankey. Bean on the outside, gets inside only to find the double team, leaving Hankey open, and that ball goes out of bounds, and that should take us to the, I was going to say 2-minute warning. I've been watching too much football. It'll be the media timeout coming up here in just a moment. Pirates and Eagles battle on here as we are halfway through the second quarter. North Central Missouri College in Trenton, Missouri. It's a 29-18 game with Kirkwood leading it. News from around campus. The big thing is the grand opening of the new Student Center is coming up on a week from Monday, November 10th. It'll happen at noon. They'll have the ribbon cutting ceremony and also commemorate again the 100th anniversary of North Central Missouri College. The Dr. Neil and Suzanne Nuttall Student Center opening a week from Monday. Have you been in it or anything? Have you seen anything about it?
I've not looked in yet, but I'm excited to go over there and hang out. It should be cool, new and excited.
I peeked in the window and it's going to be cool. It's going to be exciting. And again, the official opening will be next Monday. Drive by Kirkwood. That'll be a foul is going in hard. Was Eagle Aaliyah Riley, a sophomore from Newton, Iowa. She's a transfer from Northwestern State here in Missouri, Northwest Missouri State. Riley has not scored in this game until now. Game you're watching tonight will be, this afternoon, will be on demand immediately after the game at piratesdigitalmedia.com. Hankey grabs the loose ball. Pirates need a little bit of a boost here. They're down by a dozen at home. Not quite for Johnson.
Pirates have had 3 open looks on that wing. They can't get him to fall.
Oliver did a nice job peeking at the last moment and getting her hand on that basketball, but Kirkwood on the attack again. Blakely driving to the corner. Inside Foster. Help coming from Oliver as Morrison was right in her face. And again, it's Hankey pushing the ball up court. Keely Bean will be our guest at halftime. She handles the ball. Peyton Johnson to Bean with 12 seconds to shoot. Pirates are down by 12. 7 seconds. Hankey gonna have to force one up. Got her own rebound and got a second rebound. So the Pirates get a second chance, still cannot convert, and a foul is going to be on Morrison. So 2 on Morrison, and that is the 4th foul for North Central, so no free throws yet. Amari Ogleton from Franklin, Wisconsin is in. She's a 5'10 freshman as Foster gets a break. And Kirkwood can walk the ball down the floor. Pirates down, as we said, but they're pretty good at home historically. Last year only 1 loss at home, and that was to Highland. Most of the year was ranked pretty high. No pun intended. And that belongs to North Central. We will see Highlands men coming up Tuesday night. Now, there's a story there. It was supposed to be a doubleheader, but the Highland women have a very limited roster, so they have decided not to play any non-conference games. They'll play in the Jayhawk Conference, but not any non-conference. So we lose a game against Highland. Wow, right downtown. That is Peyton Johnson for 3.
Maybe that'll start something for the Pirates. Their first 3-point made of the game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's a little impetus for some excitement. Wren being cut off at top. Pirates playing good trap defense. And then the pass underneath for the reverse layup. Won't go for Blakely. Now the Pirates have a 2-on-3. Oliver, she's very aggressive. Can't get it to go. Underneath Burns, and she is tied up. That's going to be a jump ball. The alternating possession will go to North Central. So down by 9, Pirates battle hard and are rewarded with possession on the alternating call. Under 2 minutes to play here in the half. Then Dance Wave coming up at halftime, and Keely Bean will be our guest. That looks like a foul. Going to come, I'm guessing, against Riley. Nope, not going to be Riley. It's going to be Olivia Wren. And that's the first foul on the returner, Olivia Wren.
I got new.
Naya Ivory is in. She is out of Fort Worth, Texas. She's an exciting player. I hope that she is able to bring something to this program. Deep in the corner, rebound to Amari Ogleton of the Eagles. Good turn and rolling, facing up, then dropping it off for 2. Ogleton gets the points. The assist goes to Molly Rolling.
That was a nice slip by Ogleton.
Ivory cross court, 14 to shoot. And the foul is going to be on Riley again, who got up in the air trying to block the pass. I was taking a look at Oliver. She looks like she got dinged a little bit when she had the contact.
Checking in for Kirkwood, number 4, Torrey.
Brazier Torrey is in for the Eagles. And here's Oliver for 2.
And one of the fastest North Central has had success in is getting to the line. They're now 8 of 11 from the line, and Kirkwood's only shot 3 free throws so far.
We have been a very good free throw shooting team, both on the men's and women's side. I mean very good, and we get a lot of attempts. Our offenses are geared toward getting to the iron, and that's where we get a lot of contact. 3 made free throws for Liv Oliver. She's got 7 points in all. Wren gets the pass just out of the reach of Delaney Richards, and that ball goes off the hands of the intended receiver, and it'll be another turnover, this time on Kirkwood.
Here's a big possession, Rick. A chance to cut it to single digits before half.
5 turnovers on Kirkwood, 9 on the Pirates now. Ashelman bumps, no call. Here comes Molly Rolling, and Rolling with the left hand, missed it. Didn't look very confident, did she?
That's a nice break for the Pirates. You know, some of those open layups, some of the hardest shots sometimes.
I'm only guessing, but I'll bet the thought went through her head. Yeah, should I go ahead and shoot this left-handed like I'm supposed to, or do I use a little power step? Won't go for the Pirates' Ivory, and now Kirkwood has 4 seconds. That's Blakely that fires it up. And at halftime, the Pirates lead at 32 to 22. The Pirates were down by 12 at the end of the first quarter, and now Kirkwood leads by an even 10 as we finish the second quarter. I'm looking and seeing the dance wave is ready to go. They're ready to come out as Kirkwood comes off the floor. We'll go through some of the statistics and also have our interview with Keely Bean here at the halftime break. We call it At the Break. You can understand why. And now we'll take a look at our dance wave for 2025-26.
They are Sadie M, Iris, Sadie T, Hannah, Kate, Gia, Wayne, Emma, co-captain Molly, and Captain Tori. They'll be performing Rock This Party, choreography by Jillian Helton and Lauren McCartney.
And the North Central Missouri College Dance Wave, as you saw, coached by the cheer sponsor, if you will. They became a cheer sponsor last year and also performing at halftime. They're also going through some contests this year, which is all listed on our website. Keely Bean is our guest here at halftime. At the break, time to meet the young lady from Lathrop, Missouri. Welcome, Keely, and it's your second year at North Central. What's a lot of changes in the program, the basketball program. What's been the biggest change?
Probably getting a new coach. Definitely different coaching from last year to this year, but I like how he's more hard on us and wants more for us and pushes us harder.
Demands more? Is that kind of what you're saying? He demands? Give me an example of that, please.
Like at practice, he's always like, no play off. We need to practice harder, and then the games are going to be easier for us.
Right. Jenny was a great coach, obviously, but she just had a different style. And I hear Joe talking in practice, and it is a different style. With Jenny was a little softer style when approaching players, from what I saw, and Joe tends to be a little bit more aggressive. What was that like in the changeover?
It was kind of different. I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it, but I definitely like the harder practices the way that he coaches us a lot better.
Well, and also it's your second year. College basketball is a lot different than high school basketball. Are you a teacher? Are you a leader and someone that has to say, especially to the freshmen, hey, we got to kick it in a little bit?
I would say I'm more of a leader, but this year definitely struggle just because we're all trying to figure out. So I do try to pick up the girls a lot whenever we are, if he's getting after us a lot, then try to pick them up.
How about just in general, the systems offensively and defensively, are they vastly different from what you had last year?
Different defensive wise. We play higher up than, I don't really know how to explain our defense, but more aggressive than what we did last year.
Right. Okay. When you were in high school and you come from, I'm trying to total break, you come from Lathrop High School. What was the competition like there compared to college?
I feel like it's kind of the same because the girls that I played with in high school are now playing college basketball.
Are they really?
Yeah, the same of us. Like London, she's playing at State Fair.
Okay.
But I don't know if we play State Fair.
Yeah, I don't think we have on the schedule this year, but we have in the past.
At like scrimmages at the beginning of the season, yeah.
Right. What was growing up in Lathrop like?
Oh, I enjoyed it a lot. Our community, like, we just are like a big family, and everyone knows everyone. So. Yeah.
What about your family? How many people in your family?
I have 3 brothers, and then I also have 2 nieces.
Okay.
My brothers don't play basketball; they wrestle.
They don't?
So I'm the only one in my family that will play basketball. So it's definitely a change for my dad from wrestling to basketball.
Yeah, but do you guys go out like this Thanksgiving? You go out in the driveway and play or anything like that? Or do you have wrestling tournaments, the 4 of you?
I mean, the boys do because they're a lot stronger than I am. I can't join in any of that. I don't want to get hurt. But
how about the basketball part?
Oh, they always think that they can beat me, and we try to do one-on-ones, but they don't win.
They just, you obliterate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yes.
What other sports did you play in high school?
I did softball and track. Track, I went to state my junior and senior year. I only placed my senior year, though.
Okay.
And then softball, we didn't make it to state, but we did pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so I asked this question a lot, but why did you settle on basketball at the college level?
Just because I've done it for so long, and I also just enjoy basketball more than softball. I just feel like there's a lot more running, and I enjoy running, which is weird.
Okay.
I thought I would want to do track, but basketball just, I liked my high school team a lot, so I thought I'll just try to do college.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed these 2 teams. I've gained a lot of friendships from them. So.
Right. Let's get back to that in a second, but I want to ask you again about your family. Tell me about your mom and dad, if you will, and where your brothers are and what they're up to.
So my dad is a chiropractor, so that's nice.
And his name is?
Kyle.
Kyle. Okay.
And then my mom, Amanda, or Mandy, she's a teacher. She teaches 2nd grade.
Oh.
My older brother, which is Dawson, he's just a plumber. And then he has a wife. She's a stay-at-home mom. And then my 2 nieces are Emma and Renly. They're 5 and 2.
Are they great to be
Yes,
around?
I love them. And then Andrew, he is currently looking for a job to do finance. And then my younger brother's a senior, and he's the wrestler of his family.
He's a wrestler too. Okay.
Yep.
What's he going to do in the future?
He's trying to go D1, which is really big for us, but I don't know. I don't know where he wants to do in his future.
Okay.
I just know that wrestling is up there.
Right. And what does Keely want to do in the future professionally?
So after this, I want to I want to go into construction management.
Right.
Or,
I saw that. And you want to go to like UCM, right? What's the construction program like? And what does a construction manager do?
So I want to go to UCM because their construction, I've heard that it's gotten better over the years. So that's why I did that one. And then I kind of want to do project management in a way instead of construction, I guess. But
so
they kind of go together.
You would be behind the building of a structure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What interests you about that?
Just the fact that like I can look at a building and be like, oh, I helped build that, or like I just feel like that job is so rewarding in a way.
It's kind of a legacy job, isn't it? Where that could stand for many decades after we depart Earth. So, okay. All right, you were talking about the friendships on this team. Is that the most valuable part of being an athlete?
Yes, I really enjoy getting new friends because now it's not just like, oh, I was here and played 2 years. Like now I have like lifelong friends that are going to be in my life for a while now.
Yeah. Want to play at a 4-year? Do you want to play at CMU?
I think I want to be done.
Or it's UCM, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry to all you folks in Warrensburg. But no, so you don't have any desire to do that?
I want to see how this year goes. I want to put all of my effort towards this, and then if it happens, it happens. But I really want to go on with my career goals right now.
Okay. As you get toward the end of this season, I know it's a long way away. What do you want to accomplish with this team? Whether it's in terms of how far you progress or anything along those lines?
I really want to try to get to the national tournament again, just so we can show, like, with our new coach, be like, we got this far, we've practiced really hard and all this other stuff for that. So I just want to make it to the national tournament.
Well, it'll be a fun ride, and I know it'll be a little bit different than it's been in the past.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that, starting with the game today. Right?
Yes.
Keely, thank you so much for doing this. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be back with more at halftime in just a moment.
Of Northern Missouri, there's a bank rooted in community, committed to your success. Welcome to Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri. Whether you're opening a checking or savings account, starting a business, or growing your farm, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri offers personal, business, and agricultural solutions tailored for you. Banking made simple. With online and mobile banking, you can check balances, make transfers, pay bills, anytime, anywhere. Need a loan? We support agriculture, personal, home, and business loans with experienced local lenders who understand your needs. For business owners, we offer merchant services, remote deposit capture, payroll direct deposit, all the tools to keep your operation running smoothly. As a locally owned, FDIC insured bank, we believe in more than banking. We believe in community. Your growth is our mission. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, member FDIC and Equal Housing.
And over 2 rebounds a game last year, appearing in 34 games and starting 34, and she starts again here as a sophomore. Morrison up top for the Pirates. Drive is by Oliver, and Oliver puts the Pirates on to a wide open shooter, Kennedy Blakely. She is from Hammond, Indiana. Last year averaged 3.3 points a game, and Kirkwood goes right into that pressure again. Tied at 2 here in the early moments. That's a steal by Wren, and 2 more points for
all the better. Come see the people in the tutoring center and get the help you need as soon as possible. I'm here Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30, and those are the walk-in hours for the tutoring center. Please contact me with anything you need.
There was no timeout taken, and actually the first defensive break the Pirates have been able to push, been able to force.
Yeah, most of the points of Kirkwood coming off turnovers because of their press.
Daddy Hankey on the outside gives it up into the corner. The drive by Bean, and the score underneath by Daddy Hankey on the outside gives it up into the corner. The drive by Bean, and the score underneath by Morrison. So Morrison scores on a nice pass by Bean. The 2 sophomores combine. Now a 3 by Wren. One of the things we're trying to do this year is incorporate a little bit more of our replays, and it's quite perfect, but that's kind of the way it goes here early in the year. I'm Rick Cole with Ethan Shoup, and Ethan, how about the stats in the first half from a game that is led by Kirkwood by 10?
Well, I want to start off with Olivia Wren, who leads the way with 10, and she is perfect from 3 points, 2 of 2, and also Madison Stowater, who is 2 of 2 from three-point land with 6 points. And you have Kennedy Blakely with 4 points, and Tori with 3. And on the North Central side, Liz Oliver leads the way with 7 points, Ashlyn behind her with 5, and Keely Bean has all of the team's assists with 3 assists.
All right. So that's about it. I guess there's not a whole lot to talk about. Although the press, I think, forced those turnovers. You can see on our screen the turnovers by each team. Only 4 for Kirkwood, but in double digits for the Pirates. Press was tough.
And Kirkwood has 11 points off those turnovers, so they're capitalizing on North Central's mistakes.
We are a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's take a break. We'll be back with you in just a moment on Pirates Digital Media. Joe McKinstry of the Pirates, awaiting the second half here. This is a Bruce Springsteen song. Now, are you going to go see the Springsteen movie, Ethan?
I need to. I'm a big Bruce Springsteen guy.
Because that was my next set of questions. Do you know who Bruce Springsteen is, first of all? That's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, too. I was actually living in Nebraska when the Nebraska album came out, and so I feel kind of personally attached to the whole story.
Yeah, he is one of those unique voices that, once you hear it, you know it's Bruce Springsteen.
That is for sure. Well, we talked about the grand opening of the Student Center coming up at noon on Monday, November 10th. Also going on campus, there are works by two area artists now on display at the Doris Ryder Art Gallery at NCMC. The display is called Fate by Laurel DeFries and Robin Van Hooser, open and runs through the end of the fall semester at the Doris Ryder Art Gallery at North Central Missouri College. The Pirates opening at home here. The men will open at home on Tuesday night. They'll be playing Highland. It's a 7 o'clock game. Our pregame will start about 6:40 or thereabouts. And what else can we say here? It's been Kirkland, and they continue to lead as we start the second half because there was no scoring at halftime. I should point that out. Desiree Chappelle into the game. No, I take that back. It's not Chappelle, as the drive by Blakely is good. Into the game is Riley, the same Riley that started in the first half.
And Kirkwood has been good at scoring all three facets of the game, being able to spread the ball out, which North Central has struggled to do with not being able to execute outside shots and put them in the basket.
Morrison pops outside looking for Bean cutting through. Honor Mannings. We haven't seen her a lot in this game. The scoop will not go for Oliver, but she'll find herself at the line.
And I'm kind of surprised by that because Mannings was a very key player last year on the North Central team, and she brings a lot of energy and defensive presence on that court.
Yeah, she really does. A lot of sense also. I think Oliver's going to be a really nice player for North Central. She hits her fourth free throw.
She's not afraid to take the ball to the hoop. She's very confident in her abilities to score the ball and drive the ball.
She's from nearby Chillicothe, and they tend to have pretty good programs at Chillicothe. I remember Jessica Reeder last year, who's right in Mill Valley. Blakely of the Eagles had her shot blocked. I believe that was Oliver. And here comes Mannings on the break for the Pirates. Break turns into a half-court opportunity as Kirkwood is pretty good at getting back on defense.
And Rick, now here's the opportunity for North Central to cut this lead to below double digits, what they haven't done since early on in the game.
Eshelman, no. Morrison is there, but it's ripped from her hands by Riley. The 5'6" sophomore heads the other way, drops the ball off to Wren, and there will be a foul that will put Wren at the line. How about that? Takes the ball away from Morrison and then makes that great cross-lane pass and sets up Olivia Wren. Two shots on the shooting foul. Last year, as we mentioned, 33-2 for Kirkwood. Wren hits her first free throw and has 11 points. And I think that leads all scorers now. The Eagles finished fourth nationally last year. They lost Jenna Twed, who was averaging over 16 points a game from last year's team. Ashley outside. That's Morrison again, popping to the top. Oliver off the pass by Mannings, and there are 12 seconds left to shoot, and there's a turnover. It's going to be a foul called on the screen by Oliver. And so the Pirates give it right back, a turnover. And possession back to Kirkwood, leading it by a dozen.
Kirkwood has done a very nice job keeping their poise throughout this whole game, and that's a testament to Kim Moole.
Yeah, he's been around the block a little bit, you know. I talked to him after 37 years. He says he still enjoys it. He's going kind of year by year. Doesn't have a lot left to prove.
Is this his 38th year?
37th.
37th, wow.
He's been in, get this, 33 regional finals, been to 23 national tournaments, and won 9 of them.
He's won 9?
He's won 9 national titles. They've had 36 consecutive 20-win seasons. Their biggest number of wins in a year was 37 in the 2009-2010, and then again in 16-17.
They went undefeated that year?
They went undefeated. I don't know if I've got it in my notes here. You think I have all that information, I'd have that, but no. Ran hits a couple, and the Eagles are up by 13. Blakely giving it off to Mannings. There's the drive and the energy we talked about. Her first bucket of the year.
And it is nice to see Mannings getting involved, and that could be something beneficial for the Pirates if they can keep using her.
Didn't see a lot of honor, as we said, but I have to say, and I hope you haven't fallen to this, as Moster hits a shot, but there's been a lot of sickness around, so it could possibly be that there's some sickness on this team. It wouldn't surprise me a bit, although we don't have that information. That wouldn't surprise me. That was a nice little drive and a face-up by Ashelman, her second bucket, and 7 points for Ashelman.
And nice response by the Pirates. After Kirkwood got up 13 points, get a couple points back.
The post to the pitch outside for Wren, who hits another 3. That's 3 for her, and a total of 15 points. She averaged just under 6 in her freshman year. 24 is Lainey Erkteman. Won't go outside for Ashelman, and now on the floor, not quite yet. Goes back out to Ashelman on her Mannings against the 6'3 post Foster, and Kirkwood comes out smelling like a rose.
And that's a mismatch you want for Kirkwood.
Riley controlled it on the baseline. Now the pass goes inside to Moster, but off her fingertips, and it'll belong to the Pirates with 6:40 left in the third. We'll be back on Monday night. Again, it'll be a training game for us as the Pirate women take on Graceland University's JV. Their varsity is playing today. Their varsity lost their opening game, and they are playing today. And we'll see their JV in their first game of the year on Monday night. Peyton Johnson giving it off. Mannings! And she has indeed provided a spark.
And just like we were talking about, Rick, Honor Mannings now getting involved in a quick 5 points for her.
An 11-point game, and a whistle will give the ball back to North Central. So the Pirates get some much-needed scoring from Honor Mannings, and now they force Kirkwood into giving the ball up. Bean will walk it across midcourt. Morrison down low. And she goes up against Foster. Can't get the left-handed shot in, and Foster has the best position possible right in front of Morrison.
Foster has been a big presence down there.
Yeah, the thing that told me the most was that box shot on that last shot. Just knows how to play the game. There's a foul, and that's going to be called on Riley, and not yet in the bonus, so the Pirates will have the basketball back. So down by 11. Pirates trailed by 12 at the end of the first quarter and 10 at halftime. Last year, North Central 24-9. They went 1-2 at the national tournament. Averaged 76 points a game, shooting 42% from the floor. And there's a turnover on the screen, and that's going to be charged to Delaney Richards, the freshman from Lone Jack.
Kind of bumped her with her hip right there.
Torrey on the outside. She's got Mannings all over her. There's the steal, but they're going to call what? A kick. And that'll give it back to Kirkwood with 18 seconds. I don't know, do they reset the clock on this situation to 20? Yeah, they do. I can tell you that now because they just did it. Not that it's going to make that much difference.
Mannings almost got away with that.
Yeah.
The close official didn't see it. It was the far side that called it.
See if the Pirates can put together something here on defense and shut down Kirkwood. It's not that Kirkwood is scoring a ton of points, it's just that they're keeping North Central from scoring many points. Wren to Blakely, the two returners. 4 to shoot. Blakely's going to have to fire it. The lefty shot is short, and on a bounce, it bounces right into the hands of Tori, and she's fouled. What a break for Kirkwood.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job boxing out there. It's just found the Kirkwood player's hands. Tori.
NCMC foul number 33, Peyton Johnson goes first.
Peyton Johnson picks up her first. We have 4:59 left, so we're due for a media timeout after these free throws. Braja Tori, rather. She is from Appleview, Minnesota. Had a three-pointer in the first quarter. So the fans that have come out today, we've got a pretty good representation here, I think, for the number 3 Kirkwood Eagles and the number 10 Pirates of North Central.
That's a great way to open up the season.
It really is. Pirates last year had just one loss at home. But this is a different team with a different coach, and so we're going to see how this team develops under Joe McKinstry. Ariel Houston is back as an assistant coach, and who did it touch last? Apparently the Kirkwood girl, although Morrison was right there. And there's our media timeout. So we will take a timeout as well as the Pirates and the Eagles continue to battle in the opener of the season.
Partners with North Central Missouri College Athletics include BTC Bank, agriculturally minded, service-oriented, and driven to strengthen the communities it serves. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, bank on the go with Farmers Bank mobile app. Grundy County Lumber, your authorized local steel dealer. Pettijohn Ford, now offering low upfront prices and no hidden fees on every vehicle in stock. St. Luke's Health System. St. Luke's unique combination of clinical excellence and compassionate care makes them the best place to get care.
.459 left in the third quarter. And the Pirates down to the good Kirkwood team. Kirkwood 42, Pirates 31. I'm Rick Cole along with Ethan Shoup. Our camera operators today, Alvaro Alegria, Jose Calcano, Riley Everett, Sierra Stigger. And we got a couple of folks out there I think are also doing some training. I think that on-the-job training is one of our credos, and we have to do that, right?
What'd you say, on?
On the job.
On the job.
OTJ, you kind of learn by doing.
Best way to learn. Best way to get good at it.
Manning's still in the ball game. Bean driving. Morrison off the pass, and she gets it to go in.
That is Bean's 4th assist. I think all to Morrison.
It may be, yeah. And answering right back is Olivia Wren. Wren with 4 3-pointers, 2 2-pointers, and a couple of free throws. 18 for her. Save inbounds, right on target. Here comes Tori. There's Wren, baseline, drawing the double team. Mooster, no. And inside, the block on Casey Crum as she was turning to shoot. Morrison was right there and picks up the foul.
And talk about Olivia Wren. She's the type of player that will make you hurt if you leave her open. She already has 4 3-pointers.
4, yeah.
She leads the scoring with 18.
She had 22 points last year. Her high mark, that was against Iowa Western, rather. 34 games appeared in, 34 starts, so she's seasoned. As the freshman Casey Crum hits for her first point. Casey is 6'3". Went to Central Springs High School in Nora Springs, Iowa. 1 for 2. Manning on the run. Hunter Mannings with 7. Pirates have played man-to-man the entire game. Moster into the corner for Wren. Wren and Ivory going at it. And off balance, she nearly got it to go, and the foul will be on Anaya Ivory.
Every time North Central seems to get a little bit of momentum going, cutting the lead shorter, Kirkwood has an answer right away every time.
That may be one of their secrets to being so good so long. They always are competitive and answer right back. Last year's game was canceled. It was supposed to be here at North Central, and then we had an ice storm go through. And first, it hit the Kirkwood campus and then moved south and hit us. And so between those moving storms, we never did get a chance to play Kirkwood. I think they were number 1 last year when we were scheduled to play them.
Oh, I'm excited we got this game in. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, there's been very little ice so far.
So far, yeah.
Ethan is a baseball player here at North Central, and I know you're starting your Fall World Series on Monday.
Go Team Samurai.
Oh, your Team Samurai.
Samurai,
Who are you playing?
The Peaches.
The Peaches.
Yep.
Speaking of that, did you watch the World Series game last night when that girl was dressed up in a Rockford Peaches uniform from the old Women's Professional Baseball League?
No, I did not
see that.
I did not see that. I think that might be the full name of the team, the World Series team. I think it is the Rockford Peaches.
Rockford Peaches. I think I read the last few months that their stadium, which was still standing back from that post-World War II league, burned down.
Oh.
So that's I'm a big fan of baseball stadiums. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Burns kicking it outside. And it's stolen away. Good job getting her arm in the passing lane. Ariana Moster.
Eyes in the back of her head. Read her eyes.
Kirkwood had a 12-point lead after the first half, and it's 12 right now. Pass goes inside. Hard drive. Too hard of a shot for Moster. And the ball tied up, alternating possession again. Will go to Kirkwood. .254 left, third quarter. North Central Missouri College athletic website is ncmcpirates.com. Go to our basketball schedules. The links for the live broadcasts are there.
I want to point out, Rick, no matter the outcome of this game, both teams benefit from playing each other. I mean,
for sure.
The rest of the season, that'll be good for them.
Well, and that's something that Kim talked about off the air. There's another three-pointer for Olivia Wren. That's 5. But they play in the Iowa Community College Conference, and now there are like 22 games just inside conference, so they don't have a chance to go out and play a lot of non-league games. And Kim doesn't like that very much. He likes to go out and play strong teams. Another bucket for Mannings. He said he'd like to go play the state fairs of the world and some of the other really good teams, but they're so locked into their conference schedule. And that 3 won't go, and it's knocked out of bounds after Stillwater misses. So my counter to that was North Central doesn't have a conference, so we end up playing, obviously, non-conference games, including a lot of JV games, which I'm not a big fan of. I understand why we have to do it, but just don't like it.
No, I think conference and region games are fun and super competitive, and the rivalry's there, but it's also good to challenge yourself and go travel somewhere and play another tough team and see how you match up with them.
Exactly. Spin, and the shot goes down for Casey Crum, her third point. And we don't really have a choice because geographically we're just too far away from other conferences. For instance, the Jayhawk League in Kansas or the Iowa League. the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference, and so here we are.
And that's how baseball is here, too. We just play our region games, and we're not in a conference.
Right. The only option, and there's a steal by Mannings, and Honor Mannings. She has all of her points in the third quarter, and that is 11. And a timeout going to be taken here, and we will take one too as the Pirates continue to battle against Kirkwood, trying to find a way to get by the Eagles.
Welcome to North Central Missouri College.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lenny Claver, the president at North Central Missouri College. We're a growing college. Our reason for growth and success and the satisfaction of our students, as well as our faculty and staff, is based on something we call uncommon attention. We pride ourselves on providing uncommon attention to our students, and our faculty have bought into that. And I'll just tell you one thing, it works.
Olivia Wren of Kirkwood with 22 points to lead all scores. North Central taking a break here, and they have been led by Honor Mannings, who's come out with 11 points here in the third quarter. 7 for Sydney Ashelman and 7 for Liz Oliver unofficially here in the game. So the Pirates look for some answers. And Kirkwood not going to go anywhere. They're leading by 13 with 1:23 left in the third. Anyway, to go back to our final option when we're talking about conference versus non-conference, the only other thing North Central can practically do, I suppose, is move to Division I. We're currently Division II, and play the likes of Mineral Area and State Fair and those teams. Right now we are in a 4-team region with Metropolitan, Jefferson, and also St. Louis.
I think it'd be interesting to what that would look like if they were to move up to Division I and that type of competition.
Well, it's a financial decision as much as anything, because you get more scholarships at the Division I level and the travel comes into play, but it's great competition.
It sure is, and it doesn't mean Division I teams are always better than Division II teams.
No.
Not at all.
No, that's not true. In just before they throw it in, Hudson comes back in. Olivia Wren gets a break. She's from Minnesota, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. And the Pirates inbound with a fresh 20 on the clock. Ivory nearly gave it away. Burns. Henke nowhere to go, so it's back to Ivory with 6 to shoot. Burns is going to have to do something. She drives in hard, can't get it over the top of Casey Crum, and another rebound to Kirkwood. Nice move. Mannings went for the fake, and then the pass, and an offensive foul on Kirkwood, standing her ground inside. That was Delaney Richards, the freshman from Lone Jack. All right, real quick, what's the mascot at Lone Jack High School?
Lone Jack? I don't know, Jackrabbits?
No. It's the Mules.
The Mules.
The Mules, yeah.
Missouri's state animal, right?
Supposedly, I don't know. Lathrop's mascot is a mule as well.
I never knew mules were the crossbreed between a donkey and a horse, is it?
Right, and they're sterile. They can't breed, if I remember right.
I didn't know that till about last year. It blew my mind.
It's all trivia at this point. Our referees today, Derek Knapp, Jolene Haywood, and Dan Beating are conferring. This is a new crew. We haven't had them that I can recall in the last several years. That's Jolene there with, I'm not sure if that's Derek or Dan. But when you have Jolene on the floor with 2 other male officials, you can be pretty certain that was her. They are discussing it now with the coaches, explaining it probably is the right verb to use. 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. Kirkwood by 13. Wide open. rolling, way short, and the Pirates will have 3 seconds to try to do some damage. And now it's going to be Kirkwood that has it underneath their basket. And again, that's more of a mental mistake than anything in my book.
Yeah, they had a chance to get the last shot. Now it's in Kirkwood's hands.
Yep, and right underneath the basket.
I'm looking to keep them off the three-point line here because they've been able to shoot it.
They go inside, and the turnaround is good, and that's the way the quarter ends with Casey Crum hitting the shot. And so our quarter comes to an end here. And the Pirates are down by 14, I believe it is, as we get ready to go to the break. And here's that shot by Crum a moment ago. So Pirates certainly have their work cut out for them as we go to the break.
I'm Jane Meservey, the Tutoring Center Director for North Central Missouri College. One of my main goals with online students is to let you know that all the services that an on-ground student has, you have also. If you're someone that can only do online, just reach out to me and we will make an appointment to get you taken care of and meet online. Do not hesitate if that means that we have to meet you on a Sunday afternoon or a weekday evening. I have students that may be able to do that for you.
We go to the fourth quarter, and it is indeed a 15-point lead for Kirkwood as the Pirates come out here as the number 3 team in the nation preseason. Kirkwood is visiting today. Monday night, it's Graceland's JV for new head coach Joe McKinstry and the Pirates. Our crew tonight, led by our director, Aiden Snyder. Nick Stewart is on replays and graphics. I'm Rick Cole, along with Ethan Shute. And the Pirates need a big jump here in the fourth quarter to get back in this game. Morrison starts it off. Taylor, 8 points. She's from Mount Vernon, Texas, although she kind of grew up in California. I kid her sometimes because as soon as she accepted a basketball place in Missouri, her parents moved to Texas. Like maybe she wouldn't notice. I don't know. There's a nice cut in the feed as driving through there is Molly rolling. I've moved like 37 times legitimately, 13 times by the age of 11.
Oh, wow.
And that's a joke in my family is that, you know, my family was just trying to stay one step ahead of the law. And oftentimes didn't tell us children where they were going. Morrison can't get that one. It may have been partially blocked by Crum. And there's Crum at the other end with a wraparound pass. Good ball movement for Hudson. And the Pirates have it blocked out for a moment before reaching in and tying up the ball as rolling. And we're going to give a foul here.
Pirates got a break there. I left the lady wide open, and they've been shooting it, and that could have really, really put this game away. It's still with 8:50 remaining, but that could have.
Yeah, that could have been a dagger. As it is, the Pirates trail 56-41. Oliver, sweetly done, and Liz Oliver has 11 points by my counts, which is completely unofficial. After the game, we'll visit with Joe McKinstry. Our post-game show will be brief, and then we'll get ready for Graceland on Monday night and Highlands Men on Tuesday night. Also, the women will be hosting a classic tournament next weekend. They'll play on Friday and Saturday in that classic. And there's a bump. And it looks like picking up the foul will be Eshelman. 8:10 to play. First foul on North Central in the quarter, so no shots coming up.
We talked about Kirkwood answering seemingly every time. Let's see if the Pirates can get a stop here after they just scored a couple points down on their own end.
Moster on the outside. Look at Oliver overplaying the right side. She uses a left hand, though. 4 to shoot. Moster, can she get it off? She's going to try. And And the Pirates take over on a shot clock violation. Both Wren and Blakely, last year's freshmen, played each in 34 games of the 35 for Kirkwood. So they're, we said, seasoned, although Blakely averaged 10 minutes a game and Wren 20.
And you can definitely see that the way Wren is playing tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me.
Short by Johnson. Follow good. Sid Ashelman hits that one, has 9, and Joey Kinstry is going to take a timeout here as the Pirates are down by 11, so they're still in this game, and this will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, right now, and talk a little bit about what's going on in North Central Missouri College Athletics. We talked about men's basketball opening at home Tuesday against Highland. Since it's just one game now, it's a 7 o'clock start. Women's basketball will play again on Monday night. It is on Monday night. And that'll be a 6 o'clock game. Our airtime will be about 10 minutes before. Cross country wrapped up their initial season. On the women's side, J.C. Cook led the Pirates with a strong 5K effort in the regional. She finished 26 out of 31 runners. And on the men's side, Robert Muselman was the lone Pirate competing. He placed 31st out of 52 competitors in the 8K on the men's side. Our other new sport is flag football. They have scheduled their first game for February 24th. They'll play at home on February 24th. They've got an exhibition at Pratt Community College next Saturday.
I need to go out and see one of those games.
Oh, for sure. I've not seen one live, but watching the videotape, talented women. And it is. Did you ever play like 7-on-7 leagues?
I played flag football leagues with my buddies. It's fun. I mean, it's just a good time, really.
Kirkwood with the basketball. They also have an 11-point lead as Moster goes to work again. Morrison cut her off, nearly a travel, and in fact it was a travel as Casey Crum gave the ball up.
The Pirates have kind of hung out in around that 11, 10 point, being down 11, 10 points. They even cut it to single digits, a chance now too.
8 turnovers for Kirkwood. The Pirates have 16. Morrison, and she'll draw the foul, and that's the best way for the Pirates to get back into this game is draw the fouls, hit the free throws, and not take a lot of time off the clock. Foul charge to Casey Crump.
And they're doing a good job going back to what has been successful for them early on, finding Morrison down low and working the ball around to get her entry passes, and now she's at the line, chance to cut it single digits.
Morrison not only is the starting post for the Pirates, but she is the student body president. And for a young lady who is pretty soft-spoken and a little bit, she gets out after it in those public settings.
She's also
spoken. Go ahead.
RA. She's an RA.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And tell us again what an RA is.
Residential assistant. So.
Is that what you do? Do you
I
do,
do.
That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure everybody staying in check, pretty much.
They don't let you carry firearms in that position, do they?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Wren driving through 3 Pirates, and one of them is going to pick up a foul. Wren will have 2 free throws. But back to Morrison for a second. She is kind of soft-spoken, but very friendly. Just kind of shy, but she has done a great job speaking at a couple of public events. This year is our 100th year anniversary at North Central. She's was one of the leaders in opening up a 25-year-old time capsule just at the start of school.
Did you see what was in that time capsule?
Yeah, lots of paperwork and news headlines, that kind of stuff. There were a couple of examples of courses that were offered. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? The course outline of classes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. Ooh, there's a steal, telegraphing the pass, just enough for Moster. And Ariana Moster has 8 points. 6:24 to play. Kirkwood has controlled this game after North Central hit the first bucket, but then really it was Kirkwood driving the lead up to around 10, 11, 12. It's been as high as 13. Again, Morrison is the point of attack. She just can't hit it over, this time, Deja Foster.
And Deja Foster has not let many people hit it over her.
No.
Today.
Morrison is 4 of 8 from the floor. And the foul is going to be on the Pirates' Sydney Ashelman.
So you're going to watch the game tonight, Rick? World Series?
Yeah. Well, I was telling you off the air, it's been a number of years since I've watched the full World Series, and this one I've watched the full World Series, with the exception of the 18-inning game. And it's just remarkable. That's remarkable baseball. It's so much fun.
It sure is. I mean, I'm pulling for the Blue Jays.
Right. You're a baseball player here. I'm a former player and coach, and so I love the pitching. I'm really enjoying the pitching performances, both sides. Oliver leading the break to Mannings, who couldn't convert it. And then it's going to be Honor reaching in on Kennedy Blakely. And that's a jump ball alternating possession, which will go to Kirkwood. So the Pirates with their backs to the wall here with 5:29 to play. North Central Missouri College is led by our president, himself a very successful baseball coach and player, and he was also a basketball player in college. Lenny Claver is his name.
And he's here tonight, straight.
Oh, is he here? Yeah, there's a chance at a three-point play for Wren, who connects for her 25th point, and she'll have a free throw coming up on the foul. And it looks like the foul will be called on Mannings.
And now a career high for her, right?
It must be. I'm thinking you're right. She had 22 last year, so yep, you're exactly right. Good catch. Not a bad way to start your second year.
Not at all.
5 3-pointers, 3 2-pointers, and now 5 made free throws as she completes the three-point play. Feed again to Morrison, and again she's rejected. That time I think it was Wren that got most of that block, although there were 3 Eagles surrounding the nest. Drive by Riley. Offensive rebound put up. Riley grabbed the rebound, and Blakely gives it to Wren. Screen and roll, 6 seconds left to shoot, and Deja Foster hits her second field goal. 4:23 left in the game. Right through the wickets as Morrison can't handle that pass, and I think we're due for a media timeout here if we take it, and yes, we will right now. Or will we? I thought they were going to take it, and then they didn't. I'm still not quite sure how we make our decisions on media timeouts, to be honest with you.
I don't know either, Rick. I'm just kind of going with the flow.
I am too. It's a 18-point game. Tipped but controlled right to Olivia Wren. Blakely feeds inside. They want to punch it down low. That's Moster. And on the run comes Anaya Ivory. Will go for Honor, and Manning's shot bounces all the way out of bounds. And here comes Lexi Burns into the lineup for the Pirates. So Morrison leaves. She's played hard, but has not had a lot to show for it. She has 9 points. Last year averaged 6.5 points a game. But they have really done a nice job in bringing the double and sometimes triple team on her when they get it down low. Nice lefty drive, the pass across. There's Foster.
And North Central has not scored since they've cut the lead to 10. And now it's a 20-point lead for the Eagles.
Taking that back, that wasn't Foster. That was Casey Crum that got that shot to go. Crum has 7 points, and here comes Kirkwood again with a 20-point lead. Won't go, but underneath. The rebound by the freshman, Addie Henke. Nice pass, and Honor Mannings got it up and drew the foul on the shot. Connor Mannings is very athletic, as you can tell. And she gave a lot of energy to last year's defense. Kind of doing the same thing this year with the addition of scoring some points, at least in this game.
Yeah, she has a very quick first step, which you need to be a good defender, and also helps you get to the rim, as she's shown today.
Connor has 11 points in the game. All came in the third quarter. Last year as a freshman, 7.9 points a game. At the free throw line, only 52% though last year. Let's see if she can get the second one here. Can't quite get it to go. And saved in bounds. Good job by Moster to keep the ball alive for the Eagles. Good pressure by Henke. Let's see what Blakely can do with it, and she does get it away. They attack inside and kick it right back out to Wren, and one up.
Wow.
6 3-pointers for Wren. So
she's been fun to watch tonight.
The best of the predatory birds in the Eagles' nest has been a Wren. A drive by Delaney Richards, and that will result in another foul, so we'll shoot free throws. Right now, the free throw shooting, the Pirates have hit 13 of 17 and 10 of 17 for Kirkwood, but again, they're leading it easily here by 22 at the moment, Kirkwood is.
And they've really, like I said at half, shot the ball a whole lot better than North Central has tonight, and that's been a big difference in this game, be able to spread out their offense and score all three facets with Wren leading the way.
Yeah, she's been very, very good. Delaney Richards hits her first college point, and now she has 2. She played 3 different sports at Lone Jack, volleyball, softball, well, 4 if you count basketball, and track, so she's a good all-around athlete. Blakely, Moshelman double-teamed and must have traveled on that one. I think she did as she got a little off balance trying to pivot away from pressure with 2:04 left in this game. Take a moment and thank Kim Mule, who was generous with his time as always for our pregame interview. It's going to be Kirkwood winning their first game of the year here, and the Pirates will regroup and play Graceland's JV on Monday night at 6 to get our pregame show on air. We'll begin around, I'm guessing 5:50 or so. Going to have a short one because there's not a lot to talk about when you talk about JV teams, really, especially since it's early in the season. And again, it'll be a training game for our staff here. No live announcer will be present. I'll be here, but there's a good chance at my age I may not make it that long. You know?
Well, Rick, I think this game is it's a good measuring stick for North Central. I mean, this is a team. The end goal is to make the national tournament, and this is a team you'll see at the national tournament.
Yeah, perennial team at the national tournament. Crum has come on and had a pretty good game after I thought she started maybe a little bit slowly. Coming off the bench, she's 6'3" and a freshman. And you know, as they say, you can't teach 6'3" in the women's game. So,
and her and Foster both 6'3". I mean, you've seen their presence tonight,
right? And they've got, I think they've got another couple of folks that are pretty talented, pretty big as well. So again, they don't drop off much, if any, from last year's national 4th place finish. That comes after the shot. It looks like a little bit. Blakely was the one that took the shot, and now what's the call going to be? It's going to be on.
What's Uchman?
Yeah, she's out there, so Uchman will pick up the foul, and 2 free throws coming up here for Kennedy Blakely, who's a 5'10" sophomore. Blakely has 6 points. Her high last year was 17 points against Sauk Valley. This is on both of those. Loose ball, can't be saved, and the Pirates will have it with 1:13 left. See how the Pirates finish out here, I think coaches would tell you they like to see in these kind of situations who's going to go to the buzzer, who's really going to keep playing hard. Laney driving inside. She's fouled, and that'll send her to the line for a couple of free throws. The foul's going to be on, I think they're signaling Casey Crump. Laney Ekman is from Osceola, Missouri, where she was the first-team all-conference and all-district player. Sarah Reed is her mom, and her dad is Brandon Uchman. And one more coming up for Laney. It's a good look at her. Manning's had a hand on it, but like so often, Kirkwood knocks it away. This time, though, Manning's answers back and has her 14th point.
And all of them in the second half.
Right, good point. So the Pirates still down by 19. The outcome has been decided. Pirates, though, trying to finish, playing as well as they can, and all the way through, it's knocked out of the hands of Addie Henke, the freshman from Princeton.
Talk about playing to the final buzzer. It reminds me of Nick Saban in Alabama chewing out his players when they're up 40, you know.
Right. Yeah, I find nothing wrong with that. And we get, in this day and age, we get a little upset when that happens, but I like coaches that coach hard. And if you're a player, and if you want to be a good player, I think you need to feel the same way.
I mean, yeah, you only get so many games, might as well play.
Yeah.
Which I think both these teams are still playing very hard.
Right. No question about that. The win is going to go back to Iowa with the Eagles, but the Pirates will play again on Monday night. There is about a, tenth of a second between the shot clock and the game clock. So for all intents and purposes, Kirkwood can dribble this out, and that's what they're going to do, leading it 70-51. And let's see what will happen here. If the referees have some sense, they will just say, close enough. And the final from the Ketchum Community Center is Kirkwood 70 and the Pirates 51 as the Pirates fall to 0-1 on the season, and Kirkwood will be 1-0 after the game here in Trenton. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will visit with the head coach of the Pirates, Joe McKinstry, on Pirates Digital Media.
Of Northern Missouri, there's a bank rooted in community, committed to your success. Welcome to Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri. Whether you're opening a checking or savings account, starting a business, or growing your farm, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri offers personal, business, and agricultural solutions tailored for you. Banking made simple. With online and mobile banking, you can check balances, make transfers, pay bills, anytime, anywhere. Need a loan? We support agriculture, personal, home, and business loans with experienced local lenders who understand your needs. For business owners, we offer merchant services, remote deposit capture, payroll direct deposit, all the tools to keep your operation running smoothly. As a locally owned, FDIC insured bank, we believe in more than banking. We believe in community. Your growth is our mission. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, member FDIC and Equal Housing.
Back at the Ketchum Community Center, where Joe McKinstry joins us here in our post-game show. The Pirates drop it 70-51 to Kirkwood. That Kirkwood team's pretty darn good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really solid, and I mean, we knew that. We knew, you know, with the caliber team and program that they are, they're ranked number 3 in the country for a reason, and you know, we knew we had our hands full today. I was really proud of a lot of things we did today. I think the biggest thing is, you know, we obviously didn't come out great. We turned it over early on or whatnot, but I was proud of our fight, and that was something that I made an emphasis to the girls before the game. Is you know, we're not going to back down from anybody, and we're gonna go out swinging. And I felt like for the most part we did that. We certainly put ourselves in position to be able to make some plays and get back in the game. But no, it's a fantastic team, fantastic program. Coach Mule's been great to me. I've known him a long time since I got got in on the women's side of things, and he's true professional and does a great job. So, hats off to them. They're really good. They're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, they are, and they always have won a lot of games, and that tradition is something I know that you want to build here, too. What did you see in your squad that leads you to believe this team can continue to improve?
Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of flashes today of things that we can do. I think our toughness and how hard we're going to play and compete, we just got to understand we got to do those things within a purpose. And I think right now our girls are kind of caught up in just my effort has to be there. I got to be working my tail off, and they're doing that. But we also want to have a plan for why we're doing that and how we're doing it. We had some mistakes today that maybe cost us a few buckets, but I think we showed a lot of flashes. And I'll be honest with you, we didn't shoot the ball real well today. And we've shot it well in pretty much all of our preseason stuff. So, maybe a little bit of nerves, a lot of new faces, and obviously anytime you have a team like that coming in here, you're gonna think of it a little bit more while you're playing and stuff. But I definitely like our pieces and think we've got a lot of ability to be able to win a lot of games this year.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much, and we'll see you on Monday night as Joe McKinstry joining us here in the postgame show. The Kirkwood Eagles win 70-51, and just take a second or two and go through some of the highlights and stats, please, Ethan.
I would love to. I just want to start off with Olivia Wren, who had a career high in 28 points, and Casey Crum was the second leading scorer with 8 points. And on the North Central side, Honor Mannings led the way with 14 points, all in the second half, and Liz Oliver with 11 points.
Yeah, I think that press really took a lot out of the Pirates early, trying to figure that out, and then they were able to, as Coach said, get a lot of things going. Thanks to our staff today, led by Aiden Snyder, Nick Stewart, Alvaro Alegria, Jose Calcano, Riley Everett, Sierra Stigger, and our color man, Ethan Shoup. I am Rick Cole. We'll look forward to seeing you on Monday night. The Pirates will be taking on Graceland University's JV in a women's game, and the tip-off will start at 6. Our pregame will start around 5:50. Until then, we say goodbye and go Pirates.
Jolly Roger. Make sail, laddie. Walk up,